about Grand Coteau Elementary there, and of course we
Where?
know people who work at Grand Coteau Elementary. Scroll down a little bit.
Port Back.
Here we go.
That's St.
Landry Parish is voluntary evacuation. If you need transportation, meet at one of these places at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Eunice Junior High, Sunset Elementary, Grand Coteau Elementary, Arnaville Elementary, Port Barry, and
Coteau.
No, there's no Coteau. That's Grand Coteau Elementary. That's double checking.
Okay.
Beauchamp not listed there. So meet at one of those schools there tomorrow. Keep going with the evacuation order. Go ahead. You can skip all of it. Hold on. If you need transportation, their lists online you can find. Keep going. We need to get
Lydia,
through this quickly.
Lorville,
Ranella, Delcom, Generette. Bring all necessary documents and identifications and medicines with you if you do need transportation.
Broussard.
Here are the voluntary evacuations. Upper St. Martin Parish, including Breaux Bridge and St. Martinville. That's all Upper St. Martin.
Arcadia Parish has a voluntary evacuation. Residents north
of I-10.
Jeff Davis Parish is urging all residents with special needs to evacuate immediately.
Yes. Now, area schools closures. Lafayette area Walmarts are shut down. If you haven't found food right now, you're out of luck.
They will reopen after the hurricane, so do not go to Walmart. They're closed.
Whenever that might be. Non-essential employees of the Lafayette Consolidated Government are
placed on civil leave for Tuesday and Wednesday.
All employees should report at the beginning of their work shift on Thursday unless further advised. You can skip this. American Legion Hospital, all outpatient surgery, and we can skip the events. But again,
let's get to the more important thing.
Yeah,
I really want to stress this.
Camera 3, or camera 1 rather.
Camera 1, please. I really, really want to stress this to the viewers.
Go ahead.
We are not, I cannot say this enough, urging or insinuating that you fly down the road or rush or, the hurricane is coming tomorrow morning. No. The reason why they have these evacuation policies that does not happen.
Right.
So you can evacuate now in a timely manner. Please, the number one cause of accidents in pressure situations like these are people rushing, not having time. Give yourself enough
Hold on
time.
just a second, caller.
Take what you need. Be careful.
Now, again, make sure you do not rush. Make sure your gas tank is filled. And again, please prevent any kind of breakdown or accident that will hold up traffic on the highway. And bring all essential documents and mementos, whatever you need with you when you travel. This will be the last caller of the night. Caller, you're live on 124 East Main. Go ahead.
Yes, I was calling to find out, is it a mandatory evacuation for the whole St. Martin Parish?
No. Upper St. Martin Parish. What city are you in?
No, I'm right now I'm in Abbeville, but I have a friend who lives in St. Martinville.
Okay, then you're good then. St. Martinville is not under a mandatory evacuation. It's only voluntary. Lower St. Martin Parish, the part that is south of Iberia Parish, is under an evacuation. The northern part, or the what's referred to as Upper St. Martin, which contains St. Martinville, Breaux Bridge, Cecilia, Henderson, Arnaville. That part of St. Martin is not under a mandatory evacuation. Is not, I repeat.
Okay, I need you because I have some family members, man, who is truly paranoid. My friend lives in the upper part of St. Martinville,
right?
And I mean, in a brick building, very very secluded and very sturdy,
right?
And you know. We was kind of having financial difficulties with getting kind of far away, so she told us we can come there. But I have a sister who is really really paranoid because she was thinking that it was a mandatory for the whole St. Martin Parish.
Not at this point, no, not at this point.
Okay, so I just wanted somebody else to hear this for a minute.
Yes. Now I'm not going to say that this is etched in stone. This may change depending on what the storm does. It might change. But as of right now, it is a voluntary evacuation. It is not mandatory. It is not mandatory for St. Martinville and the rest of Upper St. Martin.
Okay, man. Thank you so much.
You know what, caller? I commend you. You keep remaining calm.
Thank you. Yes, that is what we need right now. More people remaining calm in this situation.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm good. I sure appreciate it, too.
Don't mention it. Thank you for calling. Have a great night.
You too.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for 124 East Main. 12 shows in the books. Man. 12 shows, and we started this.
And we're on YouTube.
And we're on YouTube now. This show will wind up on YouTube.
I hope not.
We have 5 minutes. Now, Nick, do you have any final words before I launch into my dribbling and thanks and everything?
I'd just like to thank everybody that made it possible for me to be on the air.
Yeah.
And I know there were times I was busy and I was preoccupied and I was tied up, but the show was always a priority, and I tried to make it as best I could.
And for that, I appreciate you, sir. And it's been a pleasure working on this show.
Till next summer?
With till next summer, depending on what happens. Now, when we started the show 12 weeks ago, this was something that we had no idea would become
a success.
What it has become, because this has grown on to take a bit of a life of its own.
Yes, it has.
And this all started, and I have to say, this started 10 years ago, and we mentioned last week with David Craychan and John Bess on what was then In Today's Black News. And going back at the time, I was at Park Vista Elementary School, and I brought back an idea to a couple friends of mine, Tyler Francois, who you've seen on this show several times, and Caleb Kessinger, who's in parts unknown right now. And I asked them, wouldn't it be nice if we had our own TV show on the Acadiana Open channel? It took 10 years for that idea to come true, but we managed to do it. It did happen, it did come true, and that show became 124 East Main. And in the last 12 weeks, we've received an outpouring of support both on YouTube from callers here on the Acadiana Open channel. And it's been extremely fun, but it's not just us. It's not just the 2 people, 3, 4 people you see on camera that make this show work. And yeah, he's still in the back. And I have to give thanks to several people at the Acadiana Open channel. First off, to Ed Bowie and Deborah Duyon, the administrative assistant and executive director. Ed's the executive director. And their support and their help in this process has been absolutely enormous. The rest of the front office staff of the AOC, including Boozy right here, who's babysitting us tonight,
he took his time out to help us.
Just being in here during the weeks and coming in and playing around and having fun with these guys when there was nothing else to do in downtown Lafayette made life easier, and it gave me some ideas. We also have to thank Sam Keller, who babysat us the first 3 weeks. We have to thank Bill Brocious and Duke Hillard. Duke Hillard, our normal director, who couldn't be here tonight. He's preparing for the storm. We have to thank you. We got to thank the callers who've called in. Those of you who are regular, those of you who called in for the first time tonight, thank you for your continued loyalty. We had a lot of
support tonight,
and thank you for continuing watching this show. To the various taxi cabs that had to shuttle me back and forth, you know who you are. Thank you. For those of you that got lost in the parking garage, thank you too.
And ran the photo enforced red lights.
And
it's okay.
And there are a host of other people that we can thank on this show, but we don't have time to do it.
Ian's dad. Thank you. I gotta say it. I have to.
At the end of the show,
thank you, Ms. Dozan.
In a few minutes when we start running credits, or in about 20 seconds when we start running credits, watch it and take a peek to see who made this show what it is. For those of you that are calling now, we will take your phone calls when the show does go off the air. But for the final time, for the 12th and so far final time, this is Ian Ozan for Nick Mayom and the rest of the 124 East Main crew. We will see you sooner than you think. And until the next time we do see each other, have a good night, and so long.
All right, Chris Wright, bye. And Jonathan, thank you. Dude, that was a nice one.
Leave it on camera too. Leave it on camera too.
Why? What are you about to do? We have something too that I have no clue what Ian is doing, so bear with us.